It's coming, coming. You can. What is this? Should I start? Namaskar. Very warm good afternoon, good evening to all of you. Welcome to all the participants, esteemed principals and worthy teachers, and all other respected members of Sahodaya Complex, Muzaffarpur. Once again, hearty welcome to the in-house training session on today's topic, developing personal social qualities for creating a healthy school environment. Let me brief you about this training. I would like to request all the participants to participate in the event. It is not one-way lecture method. It is an interactive session. I wish you all to participate, can give your suggestion, your ideas, so that we can grow and we can help each other to grow. There are the two ways to communicate. One is you can utilize the chat box. Other way, there is the Mentimeter. So I hope all of you are acquainted with this Mentimeter and can share your views when it is asked, or else you can utilize the chat box. Next, if you wish to say something, kindly raise your hands or drop a message that you want to say, so that you would be unmuted and you could share your views. I hope it is very clear to you all. So without wasting your much time, once again welcome to this virtual platform of the training session from Muzaffarpur Sahodaya Complex. And to the topic, developing personal social qualities for creating a healthy school environment. When we talk about the school environment and that is to be healthy, definitely there are a lot of things comes to the mind, because every day once we are reaching the school, we meet different kind of people from the societal front, different kind of attitude our students bearing, and different kind of situations every day. Altogether, the journey will start from the morning till the end over of the school, giving us a new accomplishment of the day. Nobody is away from this situation. Definitely, everybody has certain experiences carrying every day and thinking that that experience will help us a lot to maybe start a new day tomorrow. So anticipating all such healthy cooperation, participation from your end, this session will continue with your interaction. Developing personal social qualities for creating a healthy school environment. The objective behind it when we talk about this topic, developing personal social qualities, that certainly brings certain points or the ideas to our mind. What is the things need to be developed? What are the qualities we need to imbibe, or by virtue of certain things, what we need to do in certain situations? It's for our students, it's for our colleagues, it's for our society as well, and our parents are also one of the stakeholder in this community. So when we talk about the healthy school environment to be created, we must have to keep certain things in the mind. That is, we have to keep this ability to be open and be very frank in communicating one's feelings and thoughts. Give feedback without disrespecting others. As an educator, either to his or her class or the students, respect them for their uniqueness and accept them as they are. Sometimes we do not accept the students if he or she commits any of the things which is wrong in our sense. Maybe the child feels that he or she is right what he or she does. So here the question is, when we talk about the healthy school environment to be created, we must have to focus on one idea, that at the end we have to respect each other. Similarly, respect to the students, to the child is also equally important, what we are expecting from others for ourselves. So without disrespecting anybody, without disrespecting the students, how we are going to create such an environment in the school, that we will discuss on this virtual platform today. That is developing personal social qualities for creating a healthy school environment. Question comes here. What are the personal social qualities? Can any of you define? Any single word you can give. Till then you can use your chat box now, and I wish my co-members could share the link of Mentimeter in the group. So please can give a single word. What exactly we understand when we talk about the personal social qualities? What are the qualities one should imbibe, one should have? So the objectives of this module is build an understanding of personal social qualities among teachers, facilitate reflection on one's own personal social qualities for the development of the same in learners. Most importantly, create an environment in schools or classrooms where everyone feels accepted, confident, cared, and are concerned about each other's well-being. We need to make them feel, we need to sensitize them. They have to feel accepted, confident enough. Once they feel they are accepted, so we can develop their confidence. And once our care and concern shown to others, definitely it would be reciprocated accordingly. So feeling of well-being for each other, that is important to impart to others. Here, I wish you all to have a keen glance on this picture. Understanding perspective taking. What do you see in this picture? Dear participants, my sincere and honest request to you all, please zoom it if you are watching it in mobile, or if you are having the laptop. I think this site is picture is very clear. If it is there in the mobile, please zoom it and see this picture very keenly. Hereafter we are utilizing the Mentimeter. Please have a glance on this. Now you can utilize your Mentimeter now. Look at this picture. and write down what do you see in this. I hope you have started writing. I hope you have started writing. Yes, yes, I know. This one. Is it? Wow, great. So many words. No others like you. Empathy. Very good. Open-minded, good leadership, mutual understanding, build their understanding, motivational, confidence, coordination, presentation, very good. A boy, polite behavior. Now I wish you to write the words, what do you see in this picture? Yes, this was the very good words. I really got it. Thank you, participants. It's really a lovely response from your end that you have given so many good words to understand what is the interpersonal relationship to be developed, to bring, to create an healthy environment in the school. That's nice. Build your understanding, punctual, good leadership, concerned, wonder, learning, discipline. Wow. Explanations. But I am searching for the words that you have seen in the picture. Can you? All of you can see your words and search your words. Still going on. Here I didn't get any word. Yes. Polite behavior. Punctual. Collaboration. Slide. Do you wish to see the pictures again? What are the what is the picture expresses? What is the things there exactly in the picture? What do you see exactly? I didn't get attitude, concern, presentation, motivational, disciplined, learning, empathy. I just wish some different words from your end. Okay. If it is the picture, this one. Do you see the woman there? I hope. Do you see the woman there? Or is there any other birds like eagle? This is either the child with the feather. So many words you can write. So many words you can write. That's need to be cleaned out. Okay. So here, if you didn't see anything, I would like to know from you, that is, why did people see different things? Is it, or is the correct way to see the picture? Whether you didn't find anything, I could see a woman there, I could see a child there, I could see a bird there. Similarly, you might see many different things. So here, the simple things comes to the mind. Why do we see the things, different things? Though it is the same picture, though we see it is together, but still then we find different things out of the single presentations. Excellent attitude, but still I thing to be cleaned now, this one, and I am searching for the other words. So here, what did you feel towards those who saw the picture the same way as you did? My simple question is to all you all, that some of you might have not seen anything in the picture. Either you didn't feel it, there is something to be seen, or there is anything which the picture narrates. But there are people, they see many things in this picture, which you call the artistic views, or they could explain, narrate the things is being really expressed by these pictures. So if this is a situation, I just would like to bring certain things about this picture. This is clearly shows that is, we see certain things, but our perception is different from one to another. Sometimes we are not able to perceive the things as it is. Sometimes we perceive the things the way we are, or sometimes we do not understand what exactly to be identified. I think the similar things being happened with you, so that you are not able to recognize the picture completely, that what it has expressed. So now think of a situation when you saw something in one way and someone else some other way. What did you feel about the person who saw it differently? Do you really appreciate it? I didn't see and somebody has seen it in a different way. Or else you feel jealous, or else you feel degraded that I didn't see, or else you compromise. No, there was nothing like that, but he or she has narrated much. And that is being accepted, that is being discussed, though there was nothing in this picture, though there was nothing in front like that. So we started convincing ourselves that yes, what did I see is correct, is better than others. It is not what it is exactly being narrated or expressed or being accepted. This is why the difference in others, or the different things what we see in everything, is really make us different from others. So when we are different from each other, how we are going to create a different environment in the school, and that should be very healthy. People seeing same picture can see different things without either being wrong related to real life situation where different perspectives have developed new understandings or led to conflicts. So this will help students if you are creating such situations in the school or in your classroom. Definitely that is going to help your students to understand that people may have different perception of the same thing. Appreciate that seeing things doesn't necessarily mean someone is right or wrong. In this context, I used to say sometimes to my teachers also, or when I compare certain things, suppose I say Sita is beautiful, does it mean Gita is ugly? If it is not so, then why do we reach the conclusion if something answer is no, that is right, or if the answer is not yes, that is no? It may be different. Maybe there is a pause. Maybe there is something which we can necessarily not require to the conclusion or being very judgmental that it is right or wrong. So appreciate the things being observed or perceived by others, something different than you. That should be the spirit, so that we can really grow further. So here there is a perception game which you can have with your students, or as we are on the virtual platform, that's not possible. That's why I asked you to utilize the Mentimeter. But unfortunately, first one very good response I got. But second one, picture wise, maybe that picture has no clarity to you. So that I didn't get, but I hope this family game, this perception game, definitely we would be joining together. You can now utilize your Mentimeter. Helps your students to understand how individuals perceive and interpret words and ideas differently. Suppose you are giving a word that is river. Simply ask them to close the eyes, see, hear, feel, smell it. Anyway, and means you wanted to communicate the word river to the child. If you are giving it to write, you can. If you ask to see them, suppose that means when the word comes to the child or to you as river, we need to now realize it. How would I? That is, you can close your eyes, can think of a river, imagine whether you are able to see this river, you are able to hear the wave or this cool breeze blowing on the river side. Are you able to feel the splash of water, or able to smell if certain things are there? Asked to share their thoughts, write down their words and sentences. Here we are discussing about that how we are going to develop a personal social relationship among the students and the teachers. Any activities you do, any things you are teaching in the classroom, you need to involve the students with your content or with your ideas, what exactly you want to get it from them. That there are so many ways. It's not only that is the words written in the book, you could tell them, or it is not necessarily required whatever we expressed, they need to fully understand it as the way we are, but we need to make them realize, we need to make them feel happy, we need to involve them. Once they are involved with you, I hope they will tell you in a much better way, that is, they knew it, feel it, hear it, and even see it. So the details of flowing water, both in river, clothes being washed, dried river, river in pictures in books. So there are so many things they could imagine, and they could write it up in their books or in their copies, whatever you are asking. So when we all together gather many things with us, or we collectively collect certain things, so that is a great way to bring into them in one track, so that you would be now able to control your class fully. With this 5 minutes or 2 minutes activities in the classroom, you are able to touch the mind and attention and intention of the child for your period, for your class. Because now the children are with you fully, that imagining the boat in the river, or the sightseeing, or the any very romantic sights on the river side, so they would not go beyond you. That means the entire class, the entire students are there under your control. So you could involve them now, whatever way you want to lead them, you want to create the confidence among them, that you are able to do. So discuss how personal experience filters what we see, hear, imagine. Immediately you need to discuss with the students, that is how these personal experiences helping them with in understanding your class. So all of us have slightly different experiences, influence what we see and how we see the world. Our perceptions are never exactly like anyone else. And similarly, their perception cannot be like us. So we see the world little differently. That must have to be accepted first. If the students see certain things which we are not expecting, oh, this is not accepted. So immediately we reach the conclusion, and being very judgmental, we give the remark to the students. That is why the students never dare to tell you anything further, that what exactly they feel or they say. So this is why since the beginning, the content whatever it is expected, that without disrespecting for any reason, any of the events, we need to accept the things. Acceptance will create the confidence among them. And if they are confident enough, they will not hesitate anything to share with you. So what are exactly this interpersonal or personal social qualities in a teacher or as a human being or as an educator we should possess, that must have to be very, very carefully or keenly to be observed or to be displayed before others. Now here there is another picture. I hope this picture will help you a lot. What do we perceive? Please have a glance, and again you use your Mentimeter. Please write down, what do we perceive? Looking at this picture, what did you say? Just clean it out. Now your words should be reflected again here. Amazing, awesome, very good. Yes, this picture is amazing, awesome, or anything. I just would like to again show you this picture. Please have a glance at this picture very keenly and write down, what do we perceive? What do you see? Yes, what do you see? I hope all of you know this, which bird it is. What do you see that picture? And after seeing this picture, see the situation, how do we perceive it? How do we perceive the things? Or how we are going to understand? Please, all of you, please, dear participants, I'm not getting much response. I already told you, you all are the learned person, you know, I'm not going to teach you anything. I just want to be a part of your understanding. Similarly, I want you to be a great part of my understanding and presentation. You all are the creators, you know, you create the world before you. Wow, it is amazing. A swan with many puzzlings. Teamwork, leadership, mother's care, empathy. Wow, lovely. Mother's care, empathy, hardworking. We learn cooperation. It was really very nice. Feel very good after here. Awesome. Monitoring, creator, collaboration from. Now, nice, amazing. Love the way to explain. Thank you. Discipline. Wow, very good. Our elders care, amazing. Teamwork, mother's care, leadership, fine. So the highlighting word is the leadership. Who is there in the leadership here? Who is there leading? In this picture, who is the leader? Yeah, any single word, guidance, family love, fine. Teamwork, leader. Can you tell me who is leading there? Yeah, leadership, self-dependent, very nice. Mother's touch, faithful behavior, very nice. Amazing guidance, child habit, nice. Improvement teaching, hardworking, faithful behavior, innovative, motivational, communication, nice presentation. Thank you. Love the way to explain. It was really very nice. Okay, fine. Thank you, dear participants. Your words are really amazing and really motivating me a lot, and I'm learning a lot of things from you all. The simple picture could tell you many things, you know. This is called the way we perceive the things. And what do we perceive? I hope it is very clear to all of you now. Everybody can see your words, how different it from others. What I was asking after the first picture, that is, we see the things differently. It is not necessarily required that we have to see like others, or others what they have been seen, we have to see accordingly. So we are different from each other. That is why this is the different perception we have from one to another. And this perception, okay, so some are written, this is mother's care, discipline and all. Yes, if it would be asked to a teacher, what the teacher would answer, do you know this? Teachers would definitely say, ducklings are learning the rules of crossing the road. Some of you have written here, leadership, following the instructions, and creating means that is the children are following the mother. Yes, obviously. The ducklings are following here the mother. What do the way they follow? What do we perceive exactly? Should I show you the picture once again? Let me show you the picture once again. You see in the picture. Now, your perception would be definitely different after I say whether the ducklings are really learning the rules of crossing the road or else. Any of you see any other way? Teachers could say, yes, they are learning the discipline, that how to cross the road. And there is the mother teacher watching them. So many things could come up, right? You can can keep on writing. We will see it once again. If it would be asked to a psychologist, what the psychologist would answer, do you know this? They will say, are ducklings muddling behavior of the mother? Are they muddling? They are following the mothers. If you could see the pictures now keenly, you would definitely understand mostly the ducklings, the children are obviously following, try to take on the steps accordingly. Maybe. If the scientist could answer, what the scientist could answer? Please, whoever is asking for the annotation, please, you are requested not to ask. Scientists would say, with the speed and width of the road, they will cross the road within some seconds. Right? You wish to know? Let me check it again. Let me check it again. Wow, child habit, understand, teaching, technique, super. Communication, very good. Discipline, very good. Innovative, excellent. So many things are there in your mind, and I am very happy that all of you are actively participating. Now see your observations. See your perceptions, what it could be in the view of others. If a teacher could see this picture, could say that is ducklings are learning the rules of crossing the road. Psychologist would say the are ducklings muddling behavior of the mother, and the scientist would say with the speed and width of the road, they will cross the road within 15 seconds. Feminist, why must the mother duck bring the ducklings to cross the road, but not the father duck? Obviously, they are right here. Why the mother only always? Others should have the equal responsibilities. Are you thinking like that or not? I hope some of you are definitely thinking, why it is the responsibility of the mother only? Everything happened at home. Yes, it is because of you happened, right? I think those are the lady teachers joined there. They definitely feel the same and could agree with me. Fine, fine. There is nothing else that I'm not going to create any differentiation between that. So see in the क्या कहते हैं पुलिस की नजरिया वो क्या बोलेंगे why they are not using zebra crossing सही बात है zebra crossing वो लोग क्यों यूज नहीं कर रहे थे. And if the student would answer, ducklings are learning to cross the road because they are the student, ना teacher ने जो पढ़ा है वही तो बोलेंगे. So these all are the perceptions matters depend on how do we really adjust ourselves or what is our pre-experiences that is help us to understand the things the way we see or the way we know it. So the personal experiences make us see things differently. It is not the thing that which is different, but our personal experiences our understanding, our knowledge help us to see the things differently. This is why Sipkarane rightly said, winners do not do different things, they do things differently. I do believe most of you must be agree with me how the things become different when we see it differently. So I'm very happy and thankful to all the participants for the participation, giving such lovely, wonderful words and encouraging me to proceed. Thank you once again. We'll again proceed. So here, you see, perspective taking helps too. What are the perspective which helps us? And what are the things we see and how do we understand it? Seeing situation from another person's point of view, sometimes we need to understand the situations or the things from the another person's point of view. Encourages to think of an alternate reality, visualize things from a new point of view, promotes critical thinking, develops empathy, read others' emotions, seeking solutions, working collaboratively, listening to others' point of view. This is very, very important when we talk about the personal social relationship or interpersonal relationship to be developed very, very strongly. Either it is teacher to teacher, teacher to student, students to teacher, or even parents to teacher. If we are not able to create this healthy understanding among each other, we are truly not achieving anything. So I do understand, I do believe even every day the teachers, we all are facing different situations and trying to manage the things as far as possible which we know or our understanding capacity. So here, how do we perceive the things means whatever you have given, you have seen here one instances that textures, beliefs of the mental setup, beliefs of the mental set means what do we believe or what is our mind has already accepted, we perceive it. Now there is another game for you. Please either use chart box or your Mentimeter to be cleared. Please see this picture. Read from top to bottom. What do you see? And write it down. In capital letter, you please write it down. What is your small letters even? You please write it down. What do you see in this picture? And here also, read from left to right. First one, you remember it, read from top to bottom. And second one, read from left to right. Please see these things now. Use your Mentimeter. Quickly give the response. What do you see? What is there in the first picture? What is there in the first picture? All of you please write it down. I already mentioned it in the beginning. That is, it is an interactive section. So this session you must have to alert, must have to continue with this. Very nice. All of you please give a single word at least you give the words whatever the things you have seen there. Should I show you it again? Read from top to bottom and here read from left to right. Wow, 12, 13, 14 ABC. Great. Any of you? Any of you? ABC 12, 13, 14. Okay. Desires, motivation, fine. You want to see this again? Read from top to bottom. Some of you have written perhaps this is A, B, C, right? And this is 12, 13, 14. All of you remembered what do you perceive it? I hope all of you have remembered. Then next now, see this is, we see what we get prepared to see. What exactly we are ready to see? What we are ready to see, that is, we have seen. We prepared to see. All of you have read it as A, B, C. and 12, 13, 14. Do you understand what I am going to ask you? Or what exactly the pictures shows us? If it is A, B, C, how B become 13? Or if it is 12, 13, 14, how 13 become B? So, this is already our mind. It is the pre-mind is accepted that it is, once we see it is A, B, C, it is in the B form, we consider it as B. And when it is in the number form, we consider it as number. So, we see, we are prepared to see it, count it as 12, 13, 14, and we prepared to read it as A, B, C. So, this is our preparedness or pre-mind acceptance. We have accepted it. Sometimes we read the sentences before even going through the half words. We know, because we know further what would be continued. This is why we are easily accepted by saying this. This is very means this is our pre-mind acceptance, that is, it is already ABC, or there would be A after B would come, or 12 after 13 would come. Though the forms are different, written in the same manner, but we read the same thing in different place differently. So this is called our acceptance for certain things. So what are the personal social qualities? What I believe, imbibing and displaying a personal social qualities such as care, concern, sensitivity, acceptance, empathy, cooperation, or so many things by the teachers, students and other stakeholders in classroom or in the schools, which will help in creating a conducive environment, which is the recognition for learning. So if there are certain remarks we are getting, that is, suppose we have given a lecture, our mind setup, how do we accept the things now? The slides can show you. Students read a paragraph describing a new lecture. So they say it, half the students received a paragraph that listed the lecture's qualifications and then noted at the end that he is considered as a very warm person. Similarly, the other half of the students received the same description, but with an ending that said the lecturer is considered as a rather cold person. So the lecturer gave the same talk to all the students, but it becomes different. Some say, wow, what a lecture, क्या था वो? Some will say, हाँ कुछ तो था ठीक था. So you see, the same person has the same narration to everything, but how it becomes very different? How it becomes very different? That is depend on our understanding, our acceptance, and our perceptions. Same talk, sometimes you have given the same lecturer in the class, you know, but some of your students become very favorite. Ma'am or sir, what did you teach na? Is really tossed me. बहुत अच्छे से आपने समझाया. और उसी समय में कुछ और बच्चे होते हैं तो सुने ही नहीं होंगे, बोलेंगे सर आपने क्या पढ़ाया, मुझे कुछ भी समझ में नहीं आया. और दोबारा पूछते हैं तो सर डांट देते हैं, तो घर पे उसके दिन नेक्स्ट डे शिकायत आ जाती है. तो ये the teacher has taught the 40 class or 50 class students in a same manner, but how it becomes very different to one to another? This is why it is based on our pre-understanding and based on our acceptance towards the lecture. So this is called the effects of mental set. Those who had known the lecture as a warm person, rated the lecture more favorably. In contrast, the students who had known the lecture as a cold person rated the lecture as aloof and unsociable. People develop likes or dislikes within 1/10 of a second, and that virus serves as anchor against which subsequent learning or interaction is adjusted. We must have to accept the fact that when we see the things or we see a child is doing something mischief or not attentive in the class, or even if he gives the wrong answer or is not the answer the way we are expecting, how do we react? How do we suggest? If that is so, definitely that is going to create a disbelief among the students on you, or they could not enhance their trust on you. As they could not develop their trust, the confidence on you, so they would not be sharing. This is why the distraction, detachment being started. And this is not a healthy environment in the school or the classroom. Teachers' beliefs and expectations. Obviously, some students took a disguised IQ test. Scores were kept confidential. Teachers were told that about 20% of the students could be expected to be doing better than expected in comparison to their classmates. Teachers were told their names. At the end of the study, all the students retook the same IQ test. And those who were expected to be doing better scored more than who were not so expected. It happens also. I do believe all of you might have at least some experiences like that. What we are expecting from the students, that sometimes can be ups and downs like changed. So clearly, teacher expectations can influence student achievement. You must have been agree with me that when you try to develop the confidence among the students and you have shown your little affection or little cooperation to the child, definitely you have seen the result is different from the before. Most of the time what we say to the teachers or to the students, तुमने तो बिल्कुल पढ़ाई नहीं करते हो, तुम रेगुलर नहीं हो और तुम ध्यान से सुनते नहीं हो, तुमने तो कभी स्कूल आते ही नहीं हो, तुमको क्या पता क्या पढ़ाई हुआ है। उसी समय में हम दूसरे बच्चों को कहते हैं, वाह तुम बहुत अच्छा पढ़ाई कर रहे हो बेटा, और आगे से ना इसको और एक बार प्रैक्टिस करके आना, फिर देखना एनुअल एग्जामिनेशन में तुम टॉप आओगे। बिफोर द स्टूडेंट्स इफ ही मेड द टू स्टेटमेंट्स, तो क्या होता है, कुछ बच्चे जो आपसे नाराज रहते हैं क्योंकि नाराज हम करते हैं, और कुछ लोगों की बिहेवियर ऐसे बन जाता है। आई होप तारे जमीन पर मूवी कैन बी ए बेस्ट एग्जांपल फॉर दिस। देयर आर सो मेनी अदर इंस्टेंसेस, सो that we lose the confidence and sometimes they disappoint us in such a way we never try to understand them or listen them, क्योंकि हम उनको granted ले लेते हैं, वो जो कर रहा है गलत ही कर रहा है, वो कभी पढ़ाई नहीं है किया, आज क्या कर लेगा, अगर अच्छा मार्क्स लाया तो कभी किया होगा। तो वी नेवर अप्रिशिएट द एफर्ट मेड बाय द चाइल्ड इवन इफ आफ्टर मेनी ड्रॉबैक्स। अगर हम इस चीज को थोड़ा सा कभी आश्योर करें बच्चों को, अगर तुम इस बार इतना किए हो, थोड़ी सी कोशिश करके आगे अगर बहुत अच्छा थोड़ा सा ट्राई करोगे तो बहुत अच्छा कर सकते हो। तो कोशिश करने की जो जज्बात, आई थिंक आई एम राइट, जो होती है या जो चाहत होती है, जो प्रेरणा होती है, अगर वो आपसे मिलती है या फिर आप उसको वो एश्योरेंस दे पाते हो, वो कॉन्फिडेंस उसके अंदर क्रिएट कर पाते हो, डेफिनेटली वो आपका सबसे क्या बोलते हैं चहीदेदार स्टूडेंट बन जाएगा, या वो आपको कभी नहीं भूल पाएगा। ये इंस्टेंसेस हम शायद हमने लास्ट वीडियो में दिखाया था, आज मैं कोई वीडियो नहीं दिखा रही हूँ आपको क्योंकि बहुत कम समय के अंदर हमको बहुत सारे कुछ डिस्कस करनी है। तो मैं ये उम्मीद रखती हूँ जो हेल्दी एनवायरनमेंट ऑफ द इन द स्कूल की हम बात कर रहे हैं, तो हेल्दी एनवायरनमेंट क्रिएट करने के लिए हमको एक हेल्दी माइंड सेटअप लाना है। हेल्दी माइंड सेटअप जब तक हम डेवलप नहीं करते तो हम हेल्दी एनवायरनमेंट, पॉजिटिव एनवायरनमेंट स्कूल में क्रिएट नहीं कर पाएंगे। व्हाट इज दैट हेल्दी माइंड सेटअप? ट्राइंग टू अंडरस्टैंड ईच अदर। मैंने कहा था डिसरेस्पेक्ट नहीं करनी है। अगर हम एक दूसरे को रिस्पेक्ट करते, बच्चा हम जानते बहुत बदमाश है, बदतमीजी है, कभी भी वो रिस्पेक्टफुली बात नहीं करता। क्यों नहीं करता? क्योंकि वो पहले से जानता है कि वो अच्छा नहीं है या आप उसको प्यार नहीं करते हो। इसी चीज को वो प्रोटेस्ट करते हुए वो अपनी आप को उसी कैटेगरी में रखना चाहता है जहां आप उसको वैसा ही ट्रीट करोगे तो उससे उम्मीद नहीं रखोगे, उम्मीद नहीं रखोगे तो उसको पढ़ना इतना पड़ेगा नहीं, आपकी अचीवमेंट मतलब आपकी सोच को अचीवमेंट ले जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी. सो ही इज ट्राइंग टू ओनली एस्केप फ्रॉम योर एक्सपेक्टेशंस. हम सभी कहते हैं ना बच्चों से, देखो मेरी क्लास से ना इस बार जैसे सबकी बहुत अच्छा रिजल्ट होनी चाहिए, नहीं तो देखना इस बार प्रिंसिपल क्या बोलेंगे, या स्कूल में जो होगा देख लेना, तुम्हारे पेरेंट्स आएंगे तो हम ये शिकायत करेंगे. लेकिन बच्चा को घर से भी यही डरा के पेरेंट्स भेजते हैं, तुम अगर नहीं सुन रहे तो तुम्हारी शिकायत टीचर से करेंगे. बच्चा जाएगा तो कहाँ. तो कभी हम लोगों ने इस चीज को अगर एश्योरेंस दे पाए या समझ पाए, बच्चा अगर कुछ भी कोशिश कर रहा है या कुछ नहीं कर रहा है तो उसको कैसे किया जाए, हमारी अपनी ओर से नहीं तो उसकी तरफ से. अगर वो हमारी लैंग्वेज नहीं समझ पाता है तो कम से कम उसकी लैंग्वेज की होकर हम उसको समझा पाए, तो आई थिंक दैट इज ए ग्रेट अचीवमेंट. सो ट्राइंग टू शोज, दिस इज वाई इट इज कॉल्ड द ब्रेन रिसर्च. इसलिए टीचर्स को ना ब्रेन रिसर्च करना पड़ता है, समझना पड़ता है किस बच्चा कैसे समझेगा और उसको क्या पेंटेट मेडिसिन देना है. सोज इमोशंस लाइक एंजाइटी, एंगर एसेट्रा कैन क्रिएट न्यूरल स्टैटिक, sabotaging the ability of the prefrontal lobe to maintain working memory. So continual emotional distress can create deficits in a child's intellectual abilities, crippling the capacity to learn. Emotionally upset we say just can't think straight. तो अगर हम लोग अपनी माइंड सेटअप को चेंज करते हैं, क्योंकि हम टीचर्स हैं, हमको बहुत कुछ चीजें बहुत पहले से पता है, वी हैव एक्सपीरियंस्ड, बट द चाइल्ड हु एंटर योर क्लास इज हैविंग नो एक्सपीरियंस. he or she doesn't know what is going to happen with him or her throughout the day. उसको कितना पढ़ना चाहिए, कितना आंसर करनी चाहिए, कैसे वो आपको खुश कर पाएगा. अगर इस चीज को हम थोड़ा सा अपनी बिहेवियर में, अपनी माइंड सेटअप में चेंज ला पाते हैं, बदलाव ला पाते हैं, मेरे ख्याल से हमारे जो बच्चे हैं आज की जो आजकल तो बहुत सिचुएशंस हो गया, यू कैन सी दिस, दे स्टार्टेड रिबेलिंग. बहुत केसेस पहले ऐसा इश्यूज थी कुछ साल पहले कि देर आर लगातार केसेस ऐसे आ रहे थे, सुइसाइडल केसेस इन सीनियर क्लासेस, लुकिंग इनटू द बोर्ड रिजल्ट्स एंड ऑल. देन उसके बाद मुझे लग रहा है सीबीएसई का जो चेंजेस आया, सीसी रखना, ये सब करना. सो द डे बाय डे वी बिकम वेरी फ्लेक्सिबल, लुकिंग इनटू द प्रेजेंट नीड टू सैटिस्फाई द प्रेजेंट नीड ऑफ द चाइल्ड. अभी NEP, now we are going to enter another new version. How many years after 34 years there is the changes in NEP. NEP तो अभी तक हम लोग पूरी तरह से समझे भी नहीं, उसको अडॉप्ट करने की बात है. तो ये जितनी नई चीज बच्चों के लिए होगी उतने नई चीज को हमको भी अंडरगोइंग करना है. तो मैं ये मानती हूँ टीचर्स अगर थोड़ा सा पेशेंट रखें, थोड़ा सा कंसिडरेबल हो और बच्चों के लिए थोड़ा सा अपनी समय और अपनी अंडरस्टैंडिंग को थोड़ा ब्रॉड करे, डेफिनेटली वी कैन अचीव मेनी थिंग्स. So teachers' behavior and its consequences is really matters in a great way in the child's life. So repeated humiliation faced by the child may result in strained relations with the teacher, which we already discussed, build anxiety and a mutual aversion that may develop into spiral of dislike. डिसलाइकनेस, कुछ बच्चे बिल्कुल लाइक ही नहीं करते या हम उनको लाइक कर ही नहीं पाते हैं, और वो बच्चा स्कूल छोड़ने तक भी पूरा पढ़ाई खत्म हो जाती है, हम उसको वैसा ही कैटेगरी में रखते हैं कि वो तो बदमाश था, बाहर जाके टीचर्स को गाली देता है. आजकल मैं भी यहाँ पे देख रही हूँ, दे आर बिकम वेरी समटाइम्स दे बिकम वेरी फ्यूरियस एंड इवन स्टार्टेड अब्यूजिंग द टीचर्स इवन. सो व्हाई इट इज सो? Yes, it is an environmental influence, they are situational influence we can say, because 2 years they are blocked completely, they didn't get that freedom, they didn't get that relaxation, might be it is a result. But earlier also, so we categorize the students into different category, so accordingly we need to also treat them. हम कैटेगराइज तो कर लेते हैं, लेकिन उम्मीद करते हैं सारे बच्चों को एक ही, वो जो फेयर बच्चा, अच्छा बच्चा जो हमको सुनता है उसी के हिसाब से उससे भी एक्सपेक्टेशन रखें और ट्रीट भी उसको वैसा ही करें, तो रिजल्ट में क्या मिलता है, हो नहीं पाता. सो कॉन्सिक्वेंसेस ऑफ टीचर reprimand or punishment are not only for the targeted child but also psychologically damages the others in class, creating a ripple effect. In such situations, the students focus more on avoiding behaviors or coping with fear, shame, humiliation, etc. arising from them than on their participation in the learning process. So it is entirely depend on the teachers that how we are going to help the child emotionally, socially and psychologically. Psychological damage of such experiences can be extensive as the rejection felt by those who are maltreated makes them vulnerable and are at risk for developing antisocial behaviors and for dropping out of school. Many instances अभी आपके सामने कोई कोरोना के बहाने में हो और या कोई बच्चों के behavioral की problem की वजह से हो. So they wanted to drop the children. Is there anything inconvenient? Screen नहीं आ रही. So what I want to say is, if it could be taken care by the teachers, somebody is raising the hands, I think. Yes, I would like to request now, Chandanji, if you are there, can open this, unmute this, or because else you can unmute the person who wants to say something. So even though physical, yes,
यस अनम्यूट कर दे रहे हैं मैम.
शायद कोई कहना कुछ चाह रहे हैं, रेज द हैंड्स आ रहा था यहाँ पे, आप अनम्यूट कर दीजिए. कोई कुछ कहना चाह रहे हैं तो यू आर मोस्टली वेलकम. एनोटेशन के लिए रिक्वेस्ट ना भेजें, समय हमारे पास बहुत कम है एंड आई वांट टू वाइंड इट अप टुडे इन टाइम. प्लीज रिक्वेस्ट एनोटेशन के लिए ना भेजें. So even though physically punishing children may lead to short-term compliance, it may build ground for bullying, fighting in schools or playgrounds because of displaced aggression. The psychological advantage is that it provides an inappropriate model of behavior to children, then learn that you can get more own way by hurting other people. So that we must have to take care. And so developing personal social qualities. Students from diverse backgrounds, unique experiences, personal characteristics, interests and abilities contribute to the development of their personal social qualities. Students have varied experiences in school like learning, classroom situations, success or failure, interaction with teachers, principal and other students. Impact on their lives. That has a great impact on their lives. School environment creates a context for the students to develop their personal social qualities, wherein feelings and emotions play a significant role in how students approach learning and what they learn. Positive feelings enhance motivation and facilitate learning and performances. I must wish all the teachers has to focus on this positive enhancement of motivation. Negative feelings and emotions distract from motivation and interfere with learning. So that must have to be taken care by the teachers. Role of the teachers is very, very important. Personal and social qualities help students in becoming confident individuals who are able to take appropriate decisions in every aspect of their life. Teachers, when display interested to know and help students care about them, help students to feel safe and secure emotionally. At least बच्चा आपको ट्रस्ट कर पा रहा है, इतना तो हम क्रिएट कर सकते हैं. Encourage to replicate similar qualities in their day-to-day interactions. Teachers, through their effective communication skills, help students to learn to communicate meaningfully and effectively by imbibing and displaying personal social qualities, set behavioral guidelines. Whatever the values we are imbibing in them, that would set their social values. So opportunities in school where personal social qualities can be nurtured, that must have to be taken care. Curriculum provides space for the development of personal social qualities along with the cognitive development. Various schools activities, morning assembly, annual day, celebrating festivals, midday meal, kitchen garden, eco club, youth club, etc. Pre-vocational education at upper primary stage, conduct of activities linking it with pre-vocational education help children develop personal social qualities. So, understanding learners, teachers can support academic, personal, and socio-emotional needs of making adjustment with school and people in the school. There are certain responsibilities, taking responsibility in one's own action, particularly academic, building awareness about one's physical, emotional, and social self, and understand that he or she is unique, developing healthy habits, development of self-image and self-esteem, establishing healthy peer relationships, developing understanding of the diversity in classrooms, developing feelings of belongingness, being appreciated and accepted. That is very, very important in a teacher's part, that we need to be create such an environment where they need to respect their feelings of belongingness and being appreciated and accepted. Once they feel they are accepted, I do believe they must have to develop these qualities in them. So what are the qualities we must have to sensitize them in students? So qualities necessary for building, maintaining, and improving any interpersonal relationship. Role in building and strengthening the bond between teacher-student, student-student, teacher-teacher, etc. Sensitivity and care when expressed through verbal and non-verbal behavior by teacher conveys an understanding for each other's strengths and weaknesses without being judged or evaluated. So if we become very judgmental after each and every incident happen or the child does, then definitely that is damaging the child. It is not helping them or others to develop the trust on you or the trust on themselves that they could do something better in their life for the future. So they are emotionally damaged or degraded and lose their self-confidence forever. So please try to help your children at least to appreciate even if in a small achievement. So involves awareness of one's own attitudes towards issues such as gender, culture, disability, social disadvantage, human rights, etc. So here I would like to request, though I know it is 1 hour completed, I would like to request hardly 5 to 10 minutes I will continue, then it will be dropped. So activity to develop sensitivity and care among students. There are certain things you can do it in your class, though I know you all are taking your classes very innovatively, but there are certain things which generally I know everybody is doing, but still then this is somewhere my responsibility is to make you understand what do we have common in others, means whatever I have or you have, that is common in others. So make your entire class stand in a circle and count. There are certain activities which you can do into 4 or 5 groups. Make your students, and from each group try to take a leader, and then try to ask them to write 5 things which they are in common apart from their classroom environment or the curriculum or the syllabus they have or the learning they have. So you would definitely see there are certain things which are common in others also. All the 5 groups would be giving you differently, but there are certain things which would be creating a commonness among them. So that is only our motto, to develop or groom them in such a way so that they could respect each other for what they have or possess in them that is also available in others. Either it is in ideas, either it is in their physical need, or it is there they have seen in their environment. So once you may assign the newly formed groups in certain different activities which your objective to create an environment or create a feeling of togetherness or feeling for each other, loving each other, care for each other, that must have to be created. So that could be done. Important thing is trustworthiness. This is a single word which really have a means a great meaning in itself. Trustworthiness, it has to be created. Ability to be truthful and sincere towards one's feelings and thoughts, both about one's own self and that of others. That one must have to possess that ability to respect others, to appreciate others, and to understand others' feelings. So ability to be open and frank in communicating one's feelings and thoughts, give feedback without disrespecting others, aware of their own thoughts, feelings, actions towards his or her students, respect them for their uniqueness and accept them as they are, showing consistency in words, actions and feelings. This is very, very important for a teachers. So there are so many other activities which you also can take into concern and create a genuine interest among the students and could really help them developing the cordial feelings for each other, care for each other, or what we call as the team spirit, or to develop the team spirit or teamwork. So divide the class into another 4 groups. There are certain activities as the time is running by, so I am not reading. There are certain things you can take the screenshot. You can do this activities in your school as well. But it is, I know you are also having very, very broad ideas, even more better way than this presentation, that you could really give your students the best because you know them. आपसे बेहतर आपकी बच्चों को कोई नहीं समझ सकता, और आपके बच्चों के लिए क्या बेहतर होगा वो भी कि टीचर्स के अलावा दूसरे नहीं समझ सकते. तो इस चीज को हम उतना ही मानते हैं कि दैट इज मस्ट हैव टू बी created this environment in the class or among the students. Yes, my teacher is thinking for me, my teacher understands me, my teacher, oh ma'am, sir, आपने मुझे जैसे पढ़ाया था वो क्लास में बच्चे जाने के बाद भी कभी अगर ये अप्रिसिएशन मिलता है ना, क्या आप अभी वैसा ही पढ़ा रहे हैं? आप मुझे जब भी जैसे डांट रहे थे, क्या आज अभी बच्चों को वैसे ही डांट रहे हैं? आज आपने अगर मुझे उस दिन डांटा नहीं होता या समझाया नहीं होता, शायद आज मैं जो हूँ वो बन नहीं पाता. जब ये वर्ड किसी से सुनने को मिलता है, हमारा पास्ट आउट स्टूडेंट से, तो कितनी खुशी होती है, किसी को बताने की जरूरत नहीं है. तो यही जो बात रहती है कि आपने बनाया क्या था. बनाया तो था उसको 10 साल पहले, बना वो 10 साल के बाद, लेकिन याद वो आपको इसलिए रखा है, कोई तो बात आप में ऐसा थी कि जिससे वो आज तक जुड़ा हुआ है. शायद वो एक ही इंसिडेंट से उसको आगे तक ले गया. तो ये है टीचर्स की कमाई, ये है टीचर्स की सबसे बड़ी बात कि वो टीचर क्यों है. Why the teacher profession is a noble profession. So it is entirely depend on all the educationists, I could say, school management, teachers, principals and others, that how do we create a healthy environment in our school among the students, that is a friendly atmosphere. Think for each other, do for each other and स्टैंड बाय फॉर ईच अदर. अगर ये फीलिंग्स हम क्रिएट कर पाए, किसी एक दूसरे के लिए हम खड़े हैं, किसी एक दूसरे के लिए कुछ भी करने के लिए तैयार हैं, उससे बड़ी बात कुछ भी नहीं होती है. So being a role model of their students, teachers, positive attitudes plays a crucial role in developing the same in their students. That is feeling seeing good in oneself and in others, taking initiatives and leading others, being cooperative, being supportive and etc. Display of care, concern and respect not only for students but also for their parents, colleagues and other people working in the school environment. Being role models in handling situations, teachers can help students who face many obstacles in their growing up years, both as a learner and in their interpersonal relations. It is a great part in a teacher, and even we could say it is very challenging nowadays. What did you create in the child today? अभी जो बच्चे हमारे पास है या जो एनवायरमेंटल इन्फ्लुएंस उन पे है, जो एक्सपोजर दे हैव टुवर्ड्स द society or the environment, and they know many things even more than us. So how do we tackle with all such situations, bring them into a single track is a great job before the teachers. So here are some activities for the students, teachers and students to see good in oneself to others. Write about XYZ strength and positive qualities in list below. Today I am, today XYZ is, for example, today I am feeling helpful, I am feeling patient, I am feeling curious, or today XYZ is feeling trustworthy, feeling friendly, feeling excited after playing football. There are so many things which we can bring into positivity and can create many things among them. So This is called challenges and solutions, barriers to healthy youth and healthy schools from a community perspective, starter ideas for overcoming the barriers from a community perspective. So the challenges and solutions, if I go for it, it would be taking much time. I know the time is already passed by. So this is effective communication skills, which is very, very important. Communication skills including gesture and facial expressions, body language. This is greatly matter to the child in the classroom. How do you stand? How do you talk? Or what is your gesture towards him or her? Can convey ideas more meaningfully and interestingly than your words, than the book, than the any presentation displayed on the digital screen. So effective communication is about knowing what has been said is understood. Teachers need to ensure that he or she is saying is understood by all the students, irrespective of their diverse needs and backgrounds. Teachers being attentive listeners, raise questions empathetically, listen to learners and accordingly respond. Listening leads to responding by the receiver of information. Activity for listening and responding. I will not go much for this activities, but I do believe all of you are definitely following certain things which will lead help your students leading in communication, communicating with you everything very, very openly and frankly. So that is most important. So what makes a good teacher? I would definitely would like to highlight. Good teachers are strong communicators. Good teachers listen well. Good teachers focus on collaboration. Good teachers are adorable, adaptable. Good teachers are engaging. Good teachers show empathy. Good teachers have patience. Good teachers value real world learning. Good teacher always see the positive things in the students. So reflective activity for SRGs, do you often have asked to your repeat themselves in order to understand what they are saying? Do you? I hope, I do believe you are definitely doing, reciprocating the things. Empathy, which is another great aspect. Empathy is the ability to understand the feelings of another person from his or her perspective. Students, frustrations, anger, helplessness, indifference, fear, and all other such emotions will become more apparent when you empathize them with them. The skills associated with empathy, the skills associated with empathy are verbal and non-verbal communication, attentiveness. So I hope definitely all of you are going through a lot of things in your daily life and helping your students to achieve much from you. So thank you all. I hope this session definitely hold you for 1 hour, and any feedback from your side, you want to speak up, anybody, I think it is open now. All can unmute yourself, can say certain things if you wish to say. Anything? This is the healthy school environment. Chandanji, are you there? Is he there? Are you getting me, Chandanji?
Yes, ma'am.
So I hope we can wind up.
Okay, ma'am.
So thank you all dear participants for your patient hearing for this 1.5 hour almost. And I do believe that is definitely the session is somehow helpful, or you are doing your best and could help you in doing something better further. And I'm obviously anticipating your feedbacks. Give the genuine feedback. It is not necessarily required to say very good. You even can suggest, you even can give your good ideas, can share your views. So that is mostly welcome all the time. So thank you all. Have a very, very nice time at your own. And thank you. Have a nice day, great day ahead. Thank you. this one, let it be. Let this Mentimeter.